morning, guys. So this is kind of what my hair looks like when I kind of straightened it a little bit just to kind of wear it flat in the back, but it's just very kind of soft and casual. I like it. I'm obviously not really wearing makeup because I had to work super early this morning. And I've noticed that sometimes when I come into work with a lot of makeup, I just feel really extra. So I just kind of toned it down. I've got a little bit of eyeliner on and that's literally it. So I am enjoying a passion tea with strawberry infusion. I'm going to count this as 0 carbs, but based on that lavender tea I had last night and the fact that it didn't have any sweetener in it, and it said 2 carbs, I just need to make sure that the infusion tea, even though we don't add sweetener in the store in it, the natural like mixture of whatever it is that they use to brew might actually have some type of sweetener in it, because it's slightly sweet tasting. I'm not sure. So, but I'm going to count it as 0. I am also going to be having the Felino uncured Italian salami and manchego. This you can get at Starbucks stores, at least in Washington. I don't know if this is everywhere. It could be a local vendor that we carry, but this is 0 carbs for the whole package. So I'm going to be kind of snacking on that on my way home. I had some, actually for my first meal of the day, which was around 5 a.m. this morning, I had some overnight hemp seed oats, but they turned out so delicious and super filling. And to be honest with you, I may save this just for later because I'm not really that hungry right now based on, just eating a couple hours ago. It's about 8:30 right now in the morning. So yeah, I also had 3 shots of espresso with a splash of heavy cream this morning when I first came in, but I didn't finish it. So I just had a little bit of coffee, but I kind of feel like I'm running off of natural energy. I'm not really tired. I just had that whole like, oh, it's early, I should have coffee syndrome this morning. So I decided to make myself some, but I actually ended up pouring it out before I left. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, I will see you guys in my I'll see you guys the next time I eat food. Bye. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to make some keto toast. So I take about 1.5 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to heat that up in the microwave for about 30 seconds. All right, then you're going to take 3 tablespoons of almond flour, and this is going to be your only source of carbs in this, and it's going to be about 2 net carbs. So 3 tablespoons. 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And then as you can see, I put 1 egg in it. So this is the base of the recipe. You're just gonna wanna mix all of that together. Your butter obviously needs to be melted, which is why I do the butter step first. But it's gonna have this kind of weird, it's gonna have this weird like batter-like consistency. So this is the base. So if you wanted to make this sweet, you could add like cinnamon and some stevia. I like to add some seasoning, which I'll show you. Okay, so I like to add a little bit of garlic powder, and then I usually sprinkle some of the everything but the bagel seasoning. However, I just found some everything seasoning for bagels and more at Walmart. So if you guys don't have a Trader Joe's near you, you guys can pick this up. It's for the same price, about $1.97. I think these are $1.99. So I'm gonna add some of this, and cook it up, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. I forgot to mention that you want to put it in the microwave for 90 seconds. It's technically called a 90-second mug bread, I think is what the actual term is. I found the recipe on Pinterest and I love it. So I'm going to cook this up. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. I'm going to cut it in half, throw it in my toaster, put some butter on it, and then make myself some scrambled eggs and avocado. So yum. Technically, I think my first meal of the day. No, I ended up eating those the meat and cheese situation I found from before. So yeah. So this is what it looks like. Looks kind of like an egg. And it should just pretty much fall out without a lot of. So that is what it looks like, and we are gonna cut it in half. It's a little actually thicker than normal. I think it's because this is a more narrow mug than I'm used to using. I think if you use a regular coffee mug, it's a little bit better. So I'm gonna cut it in half and show you. So I actually cut this one into 3 because of how thick it was. So I'm actually gonna throw these into my toaster oven and then I will melt some butter on them. So the benefit of cooking them in the toaster oven is it makes them crispy and more toast-like and less fluffy and egg-like. So, So this is the finished look. It's gonna be so delicious. I just put a thin pad of butter on each little egg, or not egg, mug cake slice. Got my 2 over easy eggs and then about 3/4 of an avocado. So yummy. All right, friends, I am cooking up some bacon right now because I am going to be making crack chicken, and I'm gonna make it in my Instant Pot, and I'm gonna show you guys how to make it so you guys know it's literally bomb.com. I've actually made it the day that I put my video up saying that I was done and I'm sorry. I made it for like an event that we had just to try it out, and it was amazing. It was a huge hit. So yeah, you guys are gonna learn how to cook some crack chicken in your Instant Pot. I don't know the recipe for slow cooker, but I'm assuming that you could probably just cook it for 8 hours and then, you know, it would be fine. But I'll show you once that bacon's cooked up what you need. One, before you even go into the whole bacon situation, is you're gonna need chicken. The recipe calls for about 2 pounds of chicken. This is about 5 pounds of chicken, and this is what I used last time. So even though it's slightly over double what the recipe calls for, I still just double the recipe versus like doubling and a half, if you know what I'm saying. So we're gonna take these bad boys out, rinse them. We're gonna put them in our Instant Pot. I have the largest size Instant Pot. We are going to snag up 4 tablespoons of this stuff and sprinkle it all up in here, which is 2 servings, because normally you would just get 1 package if you buy this, which is basically 2 tablespoons. So we're gonna do 4 tablespoons and throw it up in there. And then we're gonna use 2 8-ounce packages of Philadelphia Original no carb cream cheese. I can't find the nutrition facts. Hello! No carb, or less than 1 carb per 1 ounce. So this is where it's at, son. So we're gonna put these 3 ingredients into our Instant Pot. So let me go get my chicken washed, and then I will show you what we do from there. All right, guys, I made a rookie mistake and I left my bacon cooking and it burnt crispy. So I'm doing something different this time. Instead of, I'm gonna walk over here because my AC is being loud AF right now. Instead of doing just like a few strips of bacon, cooking it and then crumbling it afterwards, I actually used my meat cutter to like cut all the strips. So I will show you what that looks like and what I'm doing now. Wow, messy everywhere. Wow. So this is basically a half a pack of bacon. I just cut little slices up. So yeah, I'll show you that once it's all done and crispy when we add it to the Instant Pot. All right, guys, this is it. This is the Instant Pot. I've got my 5 pounds of chicken in here. I've got 2 8-ounce packages of Philadelphia cream cheese original. And then I have 4 tablespoons of the Hidden Valley Ranch, or you could do 2 packages of the Hidden Valley Ranch dressing, son. Okay, we're gonna get our little Instant Pot guy on here. We're gonna pop him on. Oh, he'd be filthy though, son. He'd be filthy. Okay, I can't. We're having issues. All right, wow. There we go. She made the noise. She made the noise. Okay, we're gonna do manual, and we're gonna do 17 minutes, okay? 17 minutes. And then once your little guy goes, hello, and says on, then the time will just be ticking. It actually takes about 4 minutes or so for it to actually heat up. And then your actual timer of the 17 minutes. So that's the actual pressure cooking time. The original recipe was for 2 pounds, and I only did it, and it said, it said 15 minutes, but I had to cook it again for like another 2 minutes. So I'm just putting 17 minutes in. We'll test it out this time, and then I'll show you what you do next. Let's check on that bacon though. Hi. All right, we've moved our bacon to low heat now so it can get that nice crispy state. And to be honest, because this is a keto recipe and you know what we need. What do we need? Fat. Why do we need it? It's good for us to, you know, digest and, you know, start burning fat for fuel. I might take this bacon grease and add it. I may not. We'll just play it by ear when we get to that point in the recipe. I got grease everywhere. I got junk and bacon on the side. It's fine. Okay, bye. So another thing that is important to note in my in your keto journey, if you're doing keto, is that your electrolytes will be low. That's something I've researched a ton of. So I stopped and got a venti ice water at Starbucks when I got my daughter a protein egg bistro box or something after her dentist appointment. So I asked for a venti ice water, and then I just put 1 squirt of this Mio Sport electrolytes and B vitamins. This is really good for me because it doesn't have any caffeine in it. Your girl's got to go to bed here in a couple of hours. So anyway, I'm also obsessively cooking some chicken thighs on the Barbie right now. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh, okay. I am going to link this recipe below, but basically it's just a pack of chicken thighs. I don't even know how many pounds it was, but I did a half a cup of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of avocado oil, paprika, onion, garlic. I think that's it. I think that was all that was there. So they actually suggested to marinate this in the fridge 4 to 12 hours. Your girl was impatient, so I'm cooking it right now. I'm probably just going to let my kids eat it for dinner. I don't know. I had these chicken thighs and I had to get rid of them, so that's what we're working with. But I will let you know how they taste. They look delicious. All right, and at the same time, my beeper went off, so I did the quick release option a few minutes ago, clearly, because it's already almost done. Yay! Okay, so this is basically what the chicken looks like. The sauce is pretty creamy, so we are now going to take the chicken out, and we are going to shred each piece and put it back in. If you guys watched my Weight Watcher family-friendly pulled chicken barbecue back to school situation, it's the same gig. Don't worry though, folk. Don't worry, because I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay? We've just taken a breast out, and we're literally just holding it down with 1 fork and pulling it apart with the other. So you're going to want to do this with all the breast. If you do it with just the 2 pounds, you know, you'll have like 4 breasts. We have like 8 breasts or something. I don't even know how many we have. We have 5 pounds of breast. So yay, 5 pounds of breast. So we're just gonna keep shredding it, shredding it, shredding it, shredding it, shredding it, and then keep putting it back into the container until it's all finished shredding, and then we'll do the next step. All right, so here's essentially what the chicken looks like when it's been shredded. Now I am going to add 4 cups, basically 2 packages of these medium cheddar cheeses. I actually personally like the sharp cheddar better, but you know, it's all your own sitch. And then we are going to add the bacon in here and mix it up, and I'll show you the finished product. All right, this is the finished food prep. So some of the cracked chicken. This is about, I think, 3 carbs worth, just with the cream cheese. I'm sure how it rushed it. It might be less than that, but I'm gonna count it as that. And then the green beans, it's about 1/4 cup. A half a cup is 2 carbs, so I'd say 1 carb net. And that's it. So that's what we're going to be having. I might find a little sweet treat or something to put in there, but I don't know. We'll see. Cool. And cracked chicken, about 1/4 cup, probably about a carb's worth. So yummy. My hair is looking crazy. Okay, I have a little something I want to share with you guys. I made my first keto fat bombs a couple of days ago, and I didn't ball them up like the recipe suggested. I just put them in my freezer. This is what they look like, but it's extremely difficult to break apart. I think my freezer is just too cold for them. So I would recommend breaking yours apart because mine basically looks like ice cream. I will tell you the recipe though. It was 1 package of cream cheese, 1 stick of butter, softened, 60 of the Lily's dark chocolate chips, and then 1 serving, I think a teaspoon of the cake batter extract, and then I did put some of the pure stevia in this, and I just mixed it up to taste. So it's delicious. It tastes like cookie dough. That was a cookie dough fat bomb recipe, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to really eat it because it's just too frozen. So I am going to upload this video, get it up there for you guys. By the time that finishes uploading and all that jazz, it'll probably be 7 here, and then I'm going to be hitting the hay. So that is officially it for my eating today. I might lie in bed and calculate my macros again. I was telling you guys I'm doing kind of a lazy keto where I'm just trying to kind of eat higher fat and lower carb, trying to mentally keep things below 20. But I'm also like low-key putting it in my MyFitnessPal because I want to be able to see where my macros are sitting, just to make sure that I'm doing this accurate, because I don't want to put in days worth of work and then find out that, you know, not there. Overall, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really satiated. I don't feel bloated or anything. I haven't experienced any of the keto flu. However, my friend I told you that is doing this with me, she is experiencing some of the keto flu. So it's very interesting how different bodies take. So yeah, I don't know. Drink your electrolytes, girl. All right, I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I just killed a quarter of this. I dug it out. I dug it out. And that's the first time in my life that I've ever openly admitted that to somebody else. So I got a little inspired. I was watching Crispy's new video. Came out on the 20th. She is on a diet. She's on keto actually as well, but she is talking a lot about binging and trying to overcome binging. And I thought to myself, you know what? First off, we're gonna put the spoon down. Okay, we're not gonna day 2 go wild. Although this is close to no carbs, I still have to be in a calorie deficit. And because I'm not tracking things, I have to be mindful of what I'm eating and how much I'm eating, because I am eating high fat. So this is officially the end of the vlog. Bye, guys.